And this is our Unit 9 notes, Day 2. And this is Part 2. We're now in the back. And the notes say, and now with algebra, because these problems should look just like what we had last time. It's just a matter of we've now put algebra with them. So I'm still going to use some colors to match stuff up. I can tell that T goes with C, so that means this side is going to go with this side, and this one's going to go with this one. So that's a little proportion that I want to set up when I do these. So I'm going to do 22 over 33 equals x plus 14 plus x over 42. Now, if you remember last time I told you to be sure to put this in parentheses. Now, I'm going to do this one a little bit slow, and I'm going to show you on the calculator the easy way to do this. And you can do this a couple ways. One is we need to multiply these together. 22 times 42 equals 33. 14 plus x. So I just took these two together, multiply times that. Now I can definitely do, let me get my calculator, 22 times 42, and I get that this is 924 equals 33, 14 plus x. Now here's where you have your choices. One is you can distribute the 33 and then work it that way. Or you can take and divide both sides by that 33. I find this easier because it's smaller numbers to work with. If I take this and divide it by the 33, I get 28. 33 divided by 33 still cancels, and it equals the part that I had inside. Now to finish working with it, I just do the minus 14, and I'm working with much smaller numbers this way. 28 minus 14 is just 14. Alright, on the next one, we have, you'll notice that these don't exactly line up. It's been spun a little bit, so again, I'm going to do it with colors. This side goes with this side. I can tell because it has the two angle marks, and this is between the two angle marks. And that means that this one goes with this one. So I just need to be careful when I line these up. So 40, that's the orange one, goes with 72. And 2x plus 21 goes with 81. Put this in parentheses, cross multiply. So I'm going to do 40 times 81 equals 72 times this part in parentheses. Now again, you can distribute the 72, but you're going to get a really big number when you do 72 times 21, so I don't suggest that way. I suggest just go ahead and divide by 72 here. 72 over 72 cancels, and then I can just put this in my calculator. 40 times 81 divided by 72, and I get 45. Equals 2x plus 21. What was left inside there? Minus 21 divided by 2, and I get x equals 12. Alright, the next one. Here, instead of it putting the little parts on the triangle that showed me which parts to go together, it gives me this part up here. So I need to use this part up here to line up which parts go together. MN, that's this part, MN, goes with PQ. That's this part here. And then MO, that's that part, goes with PR. That's this part here. If you use the colors to help you line it up, you won't get these mixed up as bad. So I can put either part on top. I'm just going to put this one on top. So x minus 2 times x minus 2 over 2 equals 4 plus x over 5. Cross multiply. Now this one has x's on both sides, so dividing by 2 is actually going to give me a decimal. So I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to distribute these because this will be easier. And I get 5x minus 10 equals 8 plus 2x. Subtract 2x. Add 10. This cancels, and I get 3x equals 18, and x equals 6. Alright, the next problem. So this was our kind of problems where we had just the regular triangles like we had last time, the ones I kind of think about as the butterfly problems like this one, and then we have these ones where we have the the little triangles with where one is sitting on top of the other. And I want to remind you of several things that we had last time. Before we do these problems on here, just go to the bottom of your page and copy this little picture down. And what we knew last time was pause and copy this down, and then come back and we'll finish this. What we knew last time is I could do the small triangles, like A goes with E, like B goes with F. And if I put two more here, G and H. And that would also go with the small one, G, and H. In each case, that would be the small triangle going with the big triangle. That's what we talked about last time. But on these kind of triangles where they overlap like this, I can also do an extra one, which is a shortcut. So here's our shortcut. I can do C goes with E, this part here goes with E, like D goes with F. So that's this small part here goes with the whole thing, and this small part here goes with the whole thing. Or I can also do this small part here goes with this small part here. So A goes with C, A goes with C, like B goes with D. It kind of works where any of the little parts go together on the sides here. They won't still go with these parts, but they'll go with each other. So make sure you copy these down because these are some more options here. And then just hold this. We put this at the bottom of the paper, and we can look back at that. So on this one, for instance, I can say that this part, the 4, this part goes with this part, like this part goes with this part. So when I set out my proportion, I can do 4 over 8 equals 5 over this. Cross multiply. 40 equals 4 times 2 plus x. I can just go ahead and divide by 4 if I want. That's to make that easy. 10 equals 2 plus x. Those cancel. Minus 2, and we get x equals 8. On this one, I can say this part goes with the big part, like this part goes with this big part. So 2x minus 10 over 40 equals 6 over 24. Cross multiply. We get 6 times 40 divide by 20, or 6 times 40 equals 24 times 2x minus 10. Then I'm going to divide by 24 on both sides so that this will cancel. That's what I started to do there. Put that all in my calculator. 6 times 40 divided by 24, and I get that that's all that stuff just comes down to be 10. There we go, sorry about that. All that comes down to just be 10 on my calculator. And I have 10 equals 2x minus 10. But here you add 10 here. That's not going to come out 0. That's going to come out 20. And we get x equals 10. And finally, our last one here, I have to kind of look at what parts I know. Well, I know this part here and that part. So I could set up this goes with this, like this goes with this. But I don't know that one, but I can find it out by just subtracting and doing this one is 4. So I can do 12 over this equals 8 over 4. Cross multiply. 8 times this equals 12 times 4. I'm just going to divide by 8 so that this becomes an easier problem. Put that in my calculator. 12 times 4 by 8 is 6. So this whole thing is just 6. I just found it on my calculator. Add 6. 2x equals 12. X equals 6. And that's it.